Hello and welcome to another episode of Live, Think, Grow. My name is 𝘄𝗲𝗄𝗶𝗸 and I help spirit-driven women overcome fear, boost their confidence, and create a passionate business so they can make more money and spread impact. Today's episode is on how to create the person and entrepreneur that you want to be by creating an effective and magical morning ritual. I definitely credit morning rituals with being something that has grounded me not only in my spiritual and personal development, but also as my development as an entrepreneur. You see, the thing with morning rituals is it is not only an amazing, effective practice for creating a very centered mind, body, and spirit, it's also an amazing opportunity for you to connect with what is actually important to you in your life that you then carry with you every single day. And as an entrepreneur or someone that works for themselves, it is absolutely necessary that you are grounded throughout the day, that you are staying focused on your bigger vision, your purpose, and on your spirit. Because at the end of the day, you are doing your work for a very particular reason, and that is to spread positive impact. And maybe you don't have a business yet, and this is something that you want to aspire to have. Well, starting here with a morning ritual is going to be a perfect routine that you can start to create and have consistency in your life. Consistency is also super important to cultivate as a habit because you're going to need that when you do start your own business. So if you have a morning ritual, this video is going to be awesome for you because it's going to give you a different way at looking at the structure that you're creating for yourself. And if you don't have a morning ritual, you came to the perfect video because I'm going to give you a super easy way to create one that is magical and perfect for you. It will have that personal touch because you will be creating it yourself. Okay, but before I tell you and share with you tips and tricks to create a morning ritual, I want to explain why it is so good for reprogramming your beliefs and becoming the highest version of yourself. So our brains, the way that we learn is primarily through these two ways, and that is intensity or repetition. So something intensely happening to you or repetition, consistently doing something. So if you are to create a morning ritual that is serving your highest self, which it will be, dive into in a second here, and you're doing it on a consistent basis, do you think that it is going to have actual effects on your neurological pathways? Hell yes, 100%, absolutely. It is such a powerful way to get closer to who you want to become. So I just wanted to add that little nugget. Now on to how to create your own. The morning ritual is actually a beautiful practice of the Trinity. That is your mind, your body, and your soul. Your mind, body, your soul is all part of this grander scheme of things that is the Trinity, that is life. There's many different ways that you can look at our world through this perspective, but I want you to understand that your mind, body, your soul are the basis for you. For you as a human being in this time and space on earth right now. So the most effective way to create a morning ritual is by starting with that foundation, the mind, the body, and the spirit. So I basically have come up with a couple of examples of things you can do to connect to each aspect of that Trinity, and this will become the foundation for a morning ritual. So first, let's start with the mind. Journaling and meditation. Those are definitely the main ones. I personally love meditation. So for my mind practice, I've chosen meditation. Now, let's go into the body. Now, there are definitely a handful of practices here, and they're definitely not exclusive to this list that I've come up with. This is just some of the ideas that I've created myself, and you can use them as a guide. So under body, we have things like qigong, which if you don't know what that is, it's essentially a practice in body, spatial, energetic movement. It's awesome. Quick Google search away if that's something that you're interested in. Breath work, which is absolutely amazing. 10 out of 10 recommend. We have yoga, basic stretching, and dancing. Personally, out of all of those, I have just picked basic stretching. So that's my body practice. Lastly, we have spirit. So these are different practices to connect to your inner spirit, your inner divine. Some of those include intention setting, affirmations, prayer, energy card readings, or anything similar to that. I personally have chosen the energy card reading. I have my little deck. Actually, I have it right here. Whoops, knocking over things. Have mine over here on my little shrine over here, which is something that I can talk about in another video, creating a beautiful shrine for yourself. So there you have it. Now, how do you create your morning ritual? Well, go ahead and just choose one that feels right for you from each category. And that way you're ensuring that you're going to be touching on each of those aspects in your morning ritual. Okay, so now the concern might be like, okay, well, I've chosen these things, but how do I actually become consistent with this? Because I have so much trouble keeping a habit, and especially when something is new, it can be tough sometimes. But right now, using our mindset, we're going to affirm that it is easy. So if you are thinking that it is difficult or that you're gonna have a hard time being consistent with this, stop right there and affirm this is easy. Having a consistent morning ritual is super easy and easy to implement. Now, on a more pragmatic level, I'm gonna give you a little tip for this. So whenever we set goals, when we have a big goal and we don't reach it, we get defeated. However, if we create a small goal and then surpass that goal, we feel amazing. So here is what I suggest. If having a morning ritual is something that you really want to stick to, which I highly recommend because it is absolutely fantastic based on all the things that I just told you, then set out for a small baby manageable goal for the next week. So maybe commit to doing it 2 times this next week. Anything that you do after that is just going to be icing on the cake. Doing it at least 2 times in the next week is super manageable for you. So you're going to overshoot it. And then you're going to receive that neurological feedback that like, yes, I completed a goal. Now that's going to amp you up, going to give you more energy for you to keep doing it. So start small and know that you definitely have the power to create any kind of habit that you want. Now, these kind of spiritual practices, ways to improve yourself on a personal level and on a business level, is just a little bit of a snippet of what I'm going to be covering in my new 8-week program. Now, this new 8-week program is going to be absolutely epic because I'm going to be taking just a handful of amazing women on a journey to overcome any fear and any limiting beliefs that are keeping them from being the person that they want to be. So by the end of the 8 weeks, you're going to boost your confidence. You're going to learn amazing mindset practices, learn how to market on social media, how to create your own business, and use your soul alignment to spread positivity at the same time. So if you want to get on the wait list to be the first one to know all the juicy details, send me a DM on Instagram and I'll add you onto that. And that's it for this episode of Live, Think, Grow. If you liked this episode, there will be more where that came from. Please click subscribe and definitely follow me on Instagram at Regina O. Silva. This has been a wonderful day. Can't wait to see what you create. Now go on and have the best day of your life.